Hey guys, don't forget to go like and subscribe to this podcast on iTunes, Spotify, and YouTube. We'd also love to hear feedback and questions from our listeners about today's episode. Feel free to shoot us an email at askSoSheSaid@gmail.com or SoSheSaidShow on Instagram. And without further ado, let's get this party started. Welcome to SoSheSaid. I'm Asha.
I'm Tam.
And today we're going to be getting into relationships. Scary word.
The question for today is your boyfriend the man of the house or just your roommate?
I don't know. Let's get into it. What do you think, Tam?
So, if we can talk about this without getting too personal, like we're not going to say names to protect the innocent.
Oh.
But I think this topic was brought up, and we got this from the internet, so we're not going to try to fake like we made it up. But anyways, this was brought up because there was a big debate on Twitter, and girls were talking about that if you pay half the rent or if you go half with everything with your boyfriend, isn't that the same as you were doing with your college roommate or whoever? Versus other women who were saying that they live in the house with their man and maybe he pays the majority of things and like they just chip in on the bills or they buy food. So it's more of a he's in charge and they're just kind of kicking it. Like they contribute, but it's not equal, and it's that way because he runs a show. So I think for us, we should start off by what would you prefer? Like in the ideal situation, what would you prefer? And let's be honest.
That's so tricky because I definitely consider myself to be like an independent woman. I don't want to sound like a stereotypical black woman and say, oh, I pay for my own shit and I don't need no man. And
boom,
woo, woo, woo.
Boom, boom. Question.
Yeah, I don't want to seem like that or whatever. And this is me stepping outside of myself because I am single. Like I really don't have like much perspective in like this type of a situation. But I mean, ideally, who would want to pay for everything? Let's just
not everything. We're talking about either half or he is like the more dominant payer and you like pay cable and you buy food.
Pay up, daddy. You got it. Oh no.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, no, realistically though, like I think just in my like financial state right now, like I definitely wouldn't expect somebody to pay the entire thing unless like maybe you were my husband. I don't know. Maybe that's because I grew up seeing like, you know, my mom and dad or whatever, and my dad being like, okay, like to my mom, like you don't have to work, like I'll take care of us, I'll take care of the family, etc., etc., etc. Like so from that aspect, I want to say like I would think that'd be an ideal situation, a marriage situation. Now, being in a relationship, you're not married. That ain't your husband until you are married. And I think a lot of times we get into the habit or idea of thinking or getting comfortable and thinking that like, oh, this is a relationship. And then you have a marriage mentality, but you're not married. You ain't got a ring on your finger. So in that aspect, I don't really see anything wrong necessarily with like helping to pay half the rent or like going in on bills and stuff like that because you're still trying to make it, I'm still trying to make it, we can help each other out. However, I think we touched on this earlier, like I'm not about to help no man and do the majority of things. I'm not. Sorry, it has to be equal or nothing.
For me, I grew up a little bit different than Asha. I grew up with my grandparents. My parents weren't together like that. So, and my mom had me when she was 20. So I kind of lived with my grandparents because that was a better environment for me. And seeing their dynamic, my grandfather did pay for the majority of things. My grandma contributed for things, but it was not equal at all. And for me now, in like the economy and how everything is, I'm not married, and I feel like, yeah, it should be half because we're separate people. Like you have a life, I have a life, and I feel like now, even if I were married, just because of my attitude and how I am, I'm a very independent person. Like I do not like to be told what to do. I don't really like unsolicited advice. I like to do my own thing. I like my freedom. So just for that aspect, I wouldn't mind, even if I was married, just paying half, because I don't want you to ever feel like you can come here.
Me.
No, like not even a little bit. And when you pay for everything, or when you pay for the majority of things, I know from personal experience, like you kind of feel entitled to like throw your weight around, to you're in charge of the decisions. You do this, you do that. You may not even say it with your words because you're not trying to be demeaning, but you do it with your actions. Like you make decisions and you disregard that other person. You don't let them know what you're doing, how you're moving. And I'm not cool with that. So if it's half, it's half. If we have kids, like, that should be half too, because it took both of us. And if I was in a situation to where my man was super duper rich, like he was like a football player or NFL player or something, then maybe you should pay for everything because you got it. And like, I'm gonna get you nice shit on your birthday, and I'm gonna like take the kids shopping and stuff, but you got more than me. But if we're on the same level, then we need to treat it as such, because you're never going to come in this house to like, woman, where's my dinner? Because I'm going to be like, wherever the fuck you left it at.
So let's throw a wrench in here and say that it's a different circumstance. We can just maybe use Phaedra from the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and
the
Apollo.
Good sister Phaedra.
And Apollo. Like, she's like this big time lawyer, like is clearly bringing in the bacon, and then Apollo just is fine. And just, I don't know, doing whatever scamming and shit he was doing to land him in jail.
I get the bag and fumble it. You get the bag.
Like, so in a circumstance where like the woman is doing better in the relationship, and you know, she's making the majority of money and doing better in her career, and, you know, she's with somebody that's not doing as well. In that circumstance, should the breadwinner pay majority of the bills, even though the sex has changed of the person who makes the more money?
Okay. And this may make some people uncomfortable, but I feel like if you make significantly more than your significant other, be it male or female, it should be equitable to what you have and what they have. Because when you met Apollo, Phaedra, you knew he was fine and broke. So
wasn't he her client or some shit?
Look, she probably got him out of jail a few times.
Girl.
According to her, they met on the freeway. But anyways.
Lies. I never believe shit Phaedra Parks says.
Look it. This is the same lady who told us she didn't know when she got pregnant. Anyways. So when you met Apollo, he was at a certain stage in life and you were already beyond that stage. So I feel like when you took that on, you accepted him for where he was at. So you cannot now be like, in the mansion, you need to pay half these bills, Apollo. You need to take me shopping, Apollo. No. Maybe Apollo needs to like cook dinner and wash the clothes and pick up the kids from school because you out getting the money. And it's not, and I don't think it's demeaning, because I know other races of people, I think this is just a problem for black people. Other races of people, I don't see them having any problem. I have an Asian dentist and she's the breadwinner and her husband is a stay-at-home dad, but he takes care of those kids. Like, they are whipped into shape. They're in private school. He does all the activities like tennis, swimming, soccer, blah, 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 blah. And that's just what it is. So, but I feel like with black people, that's like demeaning, and they will be like, your man is a bitch, like you got him pussy whipped, blah, blah, blah.
He is, though.
But no, it's contributing, because if it was flipped around and the black woman was at home and she was going hard for the kids, she would be like, I got a full-time job. I raised these kids and you should pay. So why isn't it the same? I feel like it would be the same, because I'm not very maternal, and if I had a man who was like, oh, he wanted a family and that's not really my thing, okay, boo, like, you're gonna, maybe you have like a weekend job or something, but you're gonna stay here with these kids and I'll be out. Like, I work at the bank, like I can get all of this popping, you can do this dad shit if you like.
You'd be cool with a grown-ass man staying at home, not making no money, like, just like breathing and shit.
He's
like,
not staying at home. He has to take care of those kids. I'm not picking nobody up from school. I'm not dropping them off. I'm not carting them around to practice and none of that shit. If that's what he decided when we got together, that that's what he was going to do. Because a job is a job.
Maybe I'm stuck in the Stone Ages then.
A job is a job. And if I have the capacity to make more than you, like on Phaedra's level, I'm a lawyer out here. I got my own practice.
True, but
and
I
you
feel
just
like
a hood
you should
nigga.
have a job too.
Your job is to keep our house in order, because somebody got to do it.
You better than me.
Somebody got to do it. If I already have more bread than you, if you're coming in and we're on the same level and then you're trying to do some bum shit, then that's different. But I picked you up.
Okay, if you're saying you knew the situation dude was in and you just cool with it.
When you got with him.
That's fine.
Like Apollo with some arm candy. Like Phaedra, we're not going to go in on her, but you wouldn't have pulled Apollo if you weren't who you are.
Oh, not at all.
Exactly. What? So you knew what was up. So you're fine with footing the bill and he's going to stay at home and do the dad shit. He's going to cook and clean. He probably rubs your feet. He probably fucks you crazy. And you get up and go to work in the morning. And you got to pay the rent for your house anyways.
Sugar mama like a motherfucker.
Look, I'm not saying sugar mama because you ain't getting no clothes, no watch, no nothing. You at home, homie. Ugh. If you want some Jordans or shit, you got to get a hustle. I pay the bills. I don't do the extra shit. If you need a haircut, you got to go.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like these men like just expect women to take care of them these days, and I have a huge problem with that.
Well, I will say most black men millennial age, and I'm not going to just put it on the men because most of us grew up in single parent households. Some of us are not as fortunate. So when you grow up in an environment where you're seeing the woman do it all and handle it all, you hop from her house and you moved in with your girlfriend, so you expecting her to be like your mama basically.
But disclaimer, like, I'm not your mama. I do shit that your mama could never do with you.
Word.
Okay? Period. So don't expect me to do the same shit. Period. Like, I mean, like, yeah, like, I think I should, like, you know, take care of home at the end of the day. Yeah. But I'm not gonna, no, don't expect me to buy all your clothes and take care of you and fucking put my titty in your mouth when you fucking trip and hurt yourself, my nigga. Like, I'm not your mother. I'm not gonna sit here and, like, coddle you. Be a man.
We're not doing that. I feel like I stated this clear. If you're staying at home, I'm not doing shit. When I come home, everything should be straight. Those kids should be lined up like the Von Trapps, singing a song. Everybody, homework done, straight A's, everything good. I shouldn't have to worry about anything because I'm the person paying for all this.
Yeah.
And if at any point that falls off, then you fell off.
Yeah, but then I feel like when you have kids with somebody, not like it's too late or whatever, but like...
It's too late to act brand new, but it's not too late to dip out.
Yeah, I mean, but you still got to deal with that person for the rest of your life.
But that's why I'm saying I don't think it's a big deal for a guy, if you met him in that situation, to stay at home, especially if you want to have a family, because either way.
Well, what if you got with the nigga thinking that he had potential?
And no, I don't believe in potential. Fuck that. You are what you are today.
Okay.
Because then we're going to be on that mama shit. And I'm like, hey, baby, are you working on that art project? How's it going? What's fun? Because I'm like looking at my watch like, I believe in you, but my belief is running low.
Yeah.
So no. So if he's not who you want to be when you meet him, then on to the next one. Because there's a lot of niggas out here. Get an app. Find the one that you want.
These fucking apps, bro.
Get an app, my nigga. Find the one that you want. Don't be out here like, I believe in him. He's such a good person. This nigga broke. He was broke when you met him, girl. He's still a good person, though. So what about that?
But so you don't think that somebody can change their circumstance and like grow to become a better person?
Are you willing to wait an unlimited amount of time? Or are you going to be there like a year and be like, nigga, you told me you was going to write a movie and you ain't got shit? Because growth takes time and people are going to grow at their own pace, not your pace.
Very true.
So if I know I want to
push her, I like to push people.
We're not doing that.
Hope y'all caught that quote.
We're not doing that.
Like
not
a drug pusher.
We're not doing that, like you said, with a grown ass man. Because, like you said, I'm not your mama. And if you believe in potential, that's some mama shit. Like, I'm just gonna nurture you and hug you and hold you until you become who I think you can become. I don't want to be your mama, like you said, so we're not doing that
at all. I don't understand.
Winners win, losers lose.
Yeah, like you expect me to buy you food, buy you clothes, take care of you, like when you sick, all this other shit. And I think the problem with dudes is like they think that like they expect you to act like a wife, but you're not my nigga. You don't want to, you know what I mean? Like it's crazy to me.
I get what you mean. I feel like guys now, and I can't speak for all men when I'm talking, I only date black guys. It's not like I never seen a cute white guy, but I date black guys. So
I'm about to flip the switch.
In my experience, look, everybody, yeah. In my experience, most black guys, it's like, yeah, it's not really that they want you to. I feel like they don't really know what a girlfriend is. because for other people, a girlfriend is here for the dick and the good time. Like, she wants to go out on dates every weekend and like to go to activities, and maybe if she really likes you, like come to some family functions or a wedding, and like you should get her gifts and take her out, and it's like a wine and dine type of thing. Like, you're her friend that fucking like foots the bill. But a wife is like, for better or worse, if you're sick, if you're broke, if you're hungry, I'm down. And most black men, because of, I blame rap, they will all think that they deserve a ride or die. And for what? What are we riding for?
What did you do to deserve this?
What did you deserve? What did you do to deserve my undying loyalty? Like, no.
Because that shit is far and few. It's rare.
So if you want wife attributes, if you want somebody there for you for all of those things I just mentioned, then you need to give her a wife respect. And because wives get benefits. If you die, I get your shit. You pay for half of my stuff or more. And you're responsible to me for a certain amount of thing. But girlfriends don't have no rights. Because when you're a girlfriend, even in my opinion, this may make some of y'all mad, but when you're just a girlfriend, he can also fuck who he wants because you ain't nobody.
You're not his wife.
You're not his wife. We are dating. That means we have options, and I'm trying to flesh mine out. I'm looking for the right one. You're my favorite. You may be one of the ones, but I'm looking for the one.
But then how do you even get to the place of like figuring out like if this is like who you want to be with forever? If you like dipping in on other bitches and niggas and shit like that, like how do you even like practice the place of like monogamy? Like, if you know what I mean, how you get to that point, if it's cool for them to just like, oh,
I don't think monogamy is essential.
Try a little bit of this, I'm gonna try a little bit of that, like see what I'm gonna get here and there. Like,
I don't think monogamy has anything to do with like a marriage. To me, a marriage is a business. A marriage has to do with money
that's so
and
sad.
Resources. This is not Disneyland. If you want some like, oh, true love and we're soulmates and all of that, that shit phases in and out. And you may have several soulmates and several true loves. But marriage is work because it's not always going to be good. It's not always going to be, the sex is going to get boring. Like, shit changes. He may get fat. He may lose his job. Your hair may fall out. Eventually you're going to be pregnant and boring. It's not popping like people think it is. So that's why when people are like, when you cheated on me, blah, blah, blah. Like, did he really, though? Cheat on what? What do y'all have? You don't have no fucking kids. Y'all don't own a house. Y'all don't have anything together. He just fucked a bitch.
Yeah, but I still don't think that you should just like brush the shit to the side. Like, you still like went out of your way and like completely disrespected me.
How? What does it have to do with you who he's having sex with if you guys didn't agree in the beginning that
so then cheating's okay?
I'm saying it's not cheating. We're dating.
Okay.
Dating is open to whoever. If we're married, that means it's me and you in here, and this is what we're doing, and we agreed to be together, like we said, for better or worse, sickness and health, richer or poor. That's a lot of shit. But if we're dating, I'm out here trying to have a good time, and I'm looking for the person that I can be with in sickness and health.
Okay, so let's break this down. So dating is weighing your options. You're just it's the beginning of getting to know somebody.
Yes.
Okay, so you're not someone's boyfriend or girlfriend. You're just dating.
You could call yourself your boyfriend or girlfriend if you want, but if you're not making yourself, like when you talk to him and y'all first like, because obviously you go out on a few dates, you get to know each other. If you don't get to the point where you both agree, like, we're going to be exclusively with one another because we're building towards marriage and we want to get on this track, then nobody's cheating on you because y'all don't have shit to cheat on. Nobody's doing anything.
Well, yeah, that makes complete sense.
Yeah, if you've not agreed that you're working towards a path of being together forever and you're trying to build something together, then all other bets are off.
Well, yeah, for sure.
Because what if I'm dating you and I see Drake and Drake likes me? Am I not supposed to talk to Drake?
Then if I see something better than what I'm currently dealing with, then yeah, it's fair game.
Exactly.
Yeah, but if we like have that conversation and that's what we're doing, and then all of a sudden you decide like, oh hey, like I still like you, but I like that too, so I'm just gonna go fuck on her and try to keep that shit from you, and then you find out about it later on, then what's that?
That's lying, and that's bullshit. Honesty is key. So I hate to quote Kanye, but deception is the only felony. Never fuck nobody without telling me, because that don't put me in the position to look stupid, because then my feelings are hurt. To me, cheating only really burns people because their pride. It don't really have shit to do with you. You wasn't there. You weren't involved. If you didn't find out in this shady way, it wouldn't really be like that. But when you find out and it's a secret, and you feel like this other person has something on you because they went behind your back and blah blah blah, you feel slighted. So that's why you're pissed. You're not pissed about the act that his dick
like a
was somewhere else.
betrayal. Like,
Exactly.
damn, I opened myself up to you and I thought I could trust you, and then you went and stepped
Yeah,
out
you
on
went
me.
and been behind my back. But if the person is 100 and they're like, look, I like you, but I fuck people and that's just what it is, you can make an active decision to stay or not.
Very true.
And to me, that's fair, 100% fair. Almost even if you're married, because I know married people that fuck other people and it's not a big deal. It's only like that in America. European people fuck other people. Americans are super fake Christian and they're on this monogamy. We're not gonna, no. We hug each other. Even if we don't like each other, we sleep in separate beds. You still can't fuck anybody else.
Oh, well, I don't know. I feel like that might be true to an extent, but I don't necessarily feel like that's everybody.
Some people are not even sexually driven like that. Sex is not a motivation for them. They don't care. They don't even fuck like that. It's not a big deal. But some people, that's almost everything to them. And if you're not having sex with them, it's like you don't love them. Like, love language to them is physical touch. Mm-hmm. And if you're not intimate with them, they don't feel like you like them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
Some people. So what if you're in a relationship with somebody and you love them to death? You guys are ride or die. You've been through the best and the worst. He checks all the boxes for you. He pays all the rent. Okay? He does all the shit.
What?
Bringing you flowers every week, but he doesn't like to have sex. Oh. And you guys have sex once a month. Are you gonna throw all of that other stuff that you got away, or are you gonna say, you know what, I love you to death, I fuck with you, I'm gonna have kids with you, I wanna be with you forever? That's out. But some weekend I'm gonna go fuck somebody.
That's out. I mean, I'm just saying, like, to me, I feel like you would know that up front, though, about a person if they don't like to have sex like that.
No, but I mean, sometimes, but that's not a deal breaker for some people. Because if I don't want to fuck you, I don't care who you're fucking. Just be here for dinner. We got these kids. We're going to do family activities, go on family vacations, and keep that fucking shit you do tucked in. I don't want to know about it.
Oof, I couldn't.
It ain't for everybody.
Salute to y'all that can handle that shit, because your girl can't.
It ain't for everybody. Because I'm the type of person that wants to do what I want irregardless. And I don't have to be disrespectful about it. I don't have to go out of my way to lie or hide to you. But I'm going to do what I want irregardless to what's going on with you. Because I'm a person. I'm an individual. Mm-hmm. And it's my job to make myself happy.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And I think that's what a lot of people get, like, confused a lot of the time. Like, they think that the person that they're with is supposed to make them happy, and you're supposed to make yourself happy.
You're supposed to make yourself happy.
Owes you that. Like, you owe yourself the opportunity to be happy, and it's a choice that you make every single day. But what do I know?
And I feel like what separates good people from bad people are people that can do whatever it takes to make themselves happy and not hurt others. If you got to make yourself happy at the expense of others, that's what makes you fucked up.
Oh, yeah, completely.
But if I'm doing what I want and I'm not hurting nobody, then hey, it is what it is. We're all just living out here.
So, I mean, the whole roommate rent shit, I mean, I think that's bullshit, to be honest. I feel like you can help. It's a different era. Like, you can help with bills. You can help with rent. If you're doing it on your own anyways, then if y'all move in together, then what's the fucking difference?
And I feel like you're
just with someone you can have sex with versus a roommate.
Exactly. I feel like the expectation that most women have are based on another time when women couldn't even work like that. We didn't even have the opportunities we have now. So, of course, you need to pay everything, because I cannot get a job that will even pay me enough to support myself, let alone this family. So I am depending on you to make it happen. Like, I don't know if any of you guys have seen Fences, but your girl Viola Davis had to stay even though he fucked the girl down the street and brought home a baby because she didn't have a job. And this nigga wasn't shit, but she couldn't go nowhere, because where she gonna go? It's not that time anymore. So if we're roommates, I need my equal respect, my equal say, equal everything. And yeah, like Asha said, we get to fuck, so that's a bonus. You should be happy. Yeah. And maybe I'll wash the dishes sometimes if you cook.
Yeah, very true. It should definitely be like a team effort, I think.
If you want the guy to pay for everything, be prepared to be put in a subordinate position. So you should expect to be told what to do. He can tell you where and when and where you can't go, and what you can do and who you can't see, because he paying all your bills.
But there's some people, I mean, I feel like there's some situations out there where, like, there's like a guy and he's just like, look, babe, like, I want to take care of you, whatever. I want to take care of us, our family, our kids, whatever. And you keep your money. Like, you keep the money that you have.
But that's if you still work. If you have a job.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
but yeah, like he may just say like, "Nah, keep that for yourself. Like use that shit for yourself. I got it." There's men
Yeah.
out there that exist, so I
If they
don't
can
want.
afford that, that's what I said. If he's balling, if
Yeah.
he's the favorite in the relationship.
But I'm just saying too, like I don't necessarily feel like they're gonna say like do as I say when I say to do it.
Oh, absolutely. Even if it's not straight out like that, it's gonna be in actions and behavior because you live in his house. You are basically a guest. And he runs it. So if when he wants to sell the house and move to another state, I guess you packing your stuff. When he decides that y'all not having cable no more, y'all gonna switch to Amazon Prime, he's paying the bills. You can't say nothing about that. If he shuts off your credit card because you're shopping too much, because he's in charge like a parent. He may not be mean. Maybe you put it on him well, so you kind of get what you want for a little while, but
You better keep that shit up.
you better keep it popping.
Dip it low.
But we've all seen it. Like, you see all these reality shows, Basketball Wives, Atlanta Housewives, blah, blah, blah. That's what the dynamic is. And some women can't handle it. And then they end up breaking up and trying to do their own thing because they don't want to be controlled by a man.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean,
So if you want respect, to me, you got to hold your own.
yeah, I mean, I've always looked at those women like that get with like ballers and stuff like that. And like these men are making crazy money. And like, I've always had like this fear because I've always wanted to be with like somebody that was like, you know, successful and like powerful and had a lot of shit going for themselves. Like that shit's such a turn on to me. I think like that, like, oh God, I sound like a gold digger.
Saying she go to.
But I'm not, because I have my own shit.
Exactly. So if you have your own shit, then you could pick, and it's not gold digging. You just want somebody equal to you.
Yeah, like just match my hustle or be better than me and inspire me to be on your level. Because I've always been the type to work very hard for everything that I've had, and like I just want somebody to like match me. Like,
Same.
yeah, and I don't think that's like too much to ask for. But then, you know, people want to go and be like, "Oh, you asking for a lot. You got high standards. Oh, you're entitled." Like,
Yeah, no.
how am I entitled because I think I deserve the best in life? If that makes me entitled, then I sure the fuck am.
I'll say this, and I'll say it once, and maybe I won't like it. I don't fuck with poor people because I feel like you being poor in America has to do with like your character and your
It's a
willingness.
mentality.
Exactly, and your willingness to work and move forward in life. So I don't care what you do. I don't care if you're the UPS man. You need to be the best motherfucking UPS man there is. Be 100 at whatever you do. If you're the trash man, be the best trash man and bring home the trash check and fucking ball out. I don't care.
So do you think your tax bracket is like a mental state?
I guess so, yeah, because I know some broke girls that be like, I don't fuck with no broke niggas. I want me a baller, blah, 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 blah. But she, like, got a bus pass and she lived with her mama.
True. So you don't like, I guess you're saying that no one's ever stuck where they are.
No.
Yeah,
it's a decision.
absolutely
For
not.
me, it's a decision.
Yeah. Okay. So then, like, okay, so there's people that like move here, like that don't speak English and like they're new to this country and like they're in poverty or whatever. They work very hard, but they're still in poverty.
They're still in poverty.
Yeah. So is that a choice too, to stay where they are?
No, but that's why I say that you need to meet somebody where they're at. So if you meet a guy in that situation, maybe he's not even an immigrant, but maybe he wasn't afforded the opportunity to go to college or something. So he only has a high school education and he is only able to get like menial jobs. So he makes minimum wage starting out maybe when he was 18 and now he's 25 and maybe he makes 14 an hour.
Right.
He made a big jump from where he was at, but it's still not enough to support himself or a family or anything. To me, that nigga, he's that nigga. He's not fucking up. He's not broke. He's not a buster or nothing because he works hard and he's still trying. But just because he can't buy, Louis Vuitton bag, this nigga ain't shit. He broke. What do you mean? What do you mean?
Because you made the conscious decision to be with this person.
You made the
now, if you decide that he's not what you want anymore, then it's up to you to move on and find what you do.
Stand outside of Staples Center and wait for one of them Laker niggas to come out.
They don't be coming out the main entrance though. No, I'm just kidding. Like, JK.
Go to the Grove and walk around and try to catch a baller. Wear your best Fashion Nova and just get it popping.
LA though is like everybody be fronting out here. They be standing in front and they might got like like the nicest shoes, have a nice car, have like
yeah, that's the hoe trap.
Keep up the people like to keep up appearances here,
Yeah.
and they don't really got what they got. Like, because I've worked in retail for years, and like the dirtiest person that smells like shit whip out a black card and buy out the whole store. You'd be like, the fuck?
I was a bank teller. The grimiest, dirtiest, smelly person, just like she said, got 50 racks in his bank account. But the nigga that comes in with the Rolex and the nice glasses and the jeans, his account is overdrawn, and he trying to cash his paycheck, and he don't want to pay his overdraft fee.
It's the truth. It is so backwards. It's like, wait, what? I'm sorry though. I ain't gonna sacrifice showers for more money. And that's on me. I'm not
Some
doing
things are
it.
essential. Soap is not that expensive.
It's not.
Neither is detergent.
It's really not. And just a public service announcement for all y'all out there. Like I've said before, I am an Uber driver, and this has nothing to do with the topic, but we just brought up stinky people. So I just have to address it because I pick up so many people with body odor like on a regular basis. Now, there's simple steps to take when it comes to smelling nice. Number 1, wash your ass and take a shower.
Daily.
Number 2, after the shower, you follow up with lotion, okay? You follow up with some Jergens, some Nivea, just
some shea butter, shea moisture
something.
products.
You have to moisturize after the shower. Step number 3 is deodorant. Use that shit. These are the basics. I haven't even gotten to fragrances yet with y'all, okay? The basics you take before you leave the house. And then you may want to follow up. You want to layer your scents. You may want to follow up with a subtle, pretty perfume. Or cologne. Preferably not an eau de toilette because those fade. If you keep an eau de toilette, then you want to take it with you so you can refresh throughout the day. A perfume lasts a little bit longer.
Yes. But it stays with the skin. It lingers.
Exactly.
But also, as a person that works in an office with, upper middle class and higher people, please do not, ladies and gentlemen, dip yourself in your expensive fragrances.
Don't overdo it
before you come out in public.
I think Coco Chanel said one should spray perfume in the places they want to be kissed. So
I shouldn't smell you still when you get out of the elevator.
Maybe like a little behind your ear.
On your wrist, perhaps, if you're a lady.
Yes. Like
collarbone area.
Okay, there's such thing as too much perfume, but I think too much cologne is just the worst.
Oh, it reeks when it's too much. Even the best smelling scent just reeks and drags. Like I said, if you get off the elevator, I shouldn't still smell you. You shouldn't still be here with me.
Exactly. And these are just simple tips, and if you're aware that you're going to be eating garlic or something or onions, it comes through your pores, and we should be prepared and have, like a little, maybe a body spray or something on us so that we just, we smell pleasant.
And some breath strips.
Yes, at all times, because body odor is very offensive and it's not cute. I think, did we go over?
A little bit, but just to wrap this up and be on topic.
Yeah.
Meet people where they're at. If you met a fine broke nigga, just be aware that he's still broke no matter what's going on, okay? So don't expect him to just turn into LeBron James.
Yeah. God, but it's a long, hard road finding what you're looking for. I'm just saying how much.
Shop for the man, the life that you want, not the man that you want, ladies. If you are, we're not going to say gold digger, but if you are conscious of your living situation, shop for the lifestyle you want.
Yeah, basically. And
boom.
Yeah, don't give these ancient niggas a chance, regardless of their personality and all the other bullshit.
In the words of Cardi B, lesson to my ladies, give these niggas none. If they can't make you rich, and they can't make you come.
Basically, that part. And thanks for listening, guys. We're out.
Bye.